In 1962, the production of the film Cape Fear faced significant challenges. The early experiences were so painful for the cast and crew that filming had to be relocated. This article will delve into the difficulties encountered during the filming of Cape Fear and the reasons behind the move.
I went to visit her. The plumber was off plumbing someplace and the kids were all in school. She picked up a poker and tried to hit.
Cape Fear is a 1962 psychological thriller starring Gregory Peck, Robert Mitchum, and Polly Bergenroll. The film is an adaptation of the 1957 novel The Executioners by John MacDonald. It was directed by J. Lee Thompson, with storyboards by Alfred Hitchcock. The movie follows the story of a lawyer, Sam Bowden, played by Gregory Peck, who had previously helped to convict a criminal, Max Cady, portrayed by Robert Mitchum. After serving 8 years in prison, Cady seeks revenge on Bowden and his family. The film is a tense and suspenseful thriller, with Cady's character constantly lurking in the shadows, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. Mitchum's portrayal of Cady is chilling, making him one of the most memorable movie villains of all time. The movie is also notable for its strong performances from its lead actors, with Peck delivering a solid performance as the protective father and husband and Bergen giving a nuanced portrayal of Bowden's wife. The film's director, J. Lee Thompson, expertly builds tension and suspense throughout the movie, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. Hitchcock's storyboards add an extra layer of depth to the film, with his signature visual style evident throughout. Overall, Cape Fear is a classic psychological thriller that has stood the test of time, with strong performances, expert direction, and a gripping story. It is a must-watch for fans of the genre.
I'm sorry, it's a false alarm. Everything's all right.
In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, Max Cady, played by Robert Mitchum, is a menacing criminal seeking revenge. After serving an 8-year prison sentence for assault, Cady targets Sam Bowden, the prosecutor who was instrumental in his conviction. Bowden, portrayed by Gregory Peck, becomes the focus of Cady's wrath as he terrorizes Bowden's family, all while carefully staying within the boundaries of the law. Cady's campaign of fear begins with subtle threats and intimidation, but he gradually escalates his actions, putting Bowden's family in increasing danger. Despite the mounting terror, Bowden is unable to involve the police due to Cady's legal prowess and his ability to avoid any illegal actions. The movie takes a dramatic turn as Bowden is forced to take matters into his own hands to protect his family. The tension builds, and the climax of the film sees Bowden and Cady engaged in a tense and dangerous confrontation. Cape Fear is a gripping thriller that explores the darker side of the human psyche. With its intense plot, memorable performances, and nail-biting suspense, the movie remains a classic in the genre. Mitchum's portrayal of the menacing Cady is chilling, while Peck's performance as the desperate and determined Bowden is both convincing and compelling. Overall, Cape Fear is a must-see for fans of psychological thrillers. Its exploration of revenge, terror, and the limits of the law make it a thought-provoking and entertaining film.
Mr. Bowden is worried and I can't blame him.
In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, the character dynamics are centered around Sam Bowden, played by Gregory Peck, who is an attorney and family man. Bowden finds himself in a dangerous situation when a man named Max Cady, portrayed by Robert Mitchum, is released from prison and seeks revenge on Bowden and his family. Cady believes that Bowden withheld crucial evidence during his trial years ago, which led to his conviction. Now that he's free, Cady is determined to make Bowden pay for his perceived wrongdoing. Bowden's primary concern is the safety of his family, and he takes various measures to protect them from Cady's threats. However, Bowden's attempts at protection are complicated by Chief Dutton, played by Martin Balsam. Dutton is a local police chief who uses strong-arm tactics that inadvertently favor Cady in court. Bowden becomes increasingly frustrated with Dutton's actions as he believes they are putting his family in greater danger. As the tension between Bowden and Cady escalates, Bowden becomes more and more desperate to keep his family safe. He must navigate the complicated relationship with Dutton while also dealing with Cady's increasingly violent behavior. Ultimately, Cape Fear is a gripping thriller that explores the lengths to which a man will go to protect his family from harm. The character dynamics between Bowden, Cady, and Dutton create a tense and suspenseful atmosphere that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. The 1962 movie Cape Fear was filmed in black and white, adding a distinct Hitchcockian atmosphere. This choice of color palette contributed to the film's eerie and suspenseful mood, paying homage to the classic thriller films of Alfred Hitchcock. The cinematography was carefully composed to create an unsettling environment with unusual lighting and subtle violence that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. Principal photography for Cape Fear took place in various locations, including Savannah, Georgia, Stockton, California, and Universal Studios. The use of real-world settings added a layer of authenticity to the film, enhancing the viewer's immersion in the story. The contrasting landscapes of the two cities also provided visual interest and variety, contributing to the film's overall aesthetic appeal. The film score, composed by Bernard Herrmann, played a significant role in setting the tone for Cape Fear. The eerie music, combined with the black and white cinematography, added to the suspense and tension throughout the movie. The subtle use of violence was also carefully choreographed to create a sense of unease without resorting to excessive gore or graphic content. In conclusion, the 1962 movie Cape Fear was a visually striking and suspenseful film thanks to its black and white cinematography, unusual lighting, eerie music, and subtle violence. The choice of locations for principal photography further enhanced the film's aesthetic appeal, creating a captivating and engaging viewing experience for audiences. In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, a memorable scene takes place on a houseboat featuring Robert Mitchum and Polly Bergeron. This scene is particularly noteworthy due to its improvised nature, resulting in real reactions and injuries for Bergeron during the filming. Mitchum, playing the menacing character Max Cady, attacks Bergen's character with eggs. The unscripted moment caught Bergen off guard, causing her to slip and genuinely hurt herself. This unexpected turn of events added a layer of authenticity to the scene, enhancing the overall tension and fear. Mitchum also contributed to the scene's intensity by intentionally cutting his hand and spreading his own blood during filming. The sight of fresh blood further emphasized the danger and hostility that Cady posed to Bergen's character. The houseboat scene is a powerful example of the impact that unplanned moments can have on a film's narrative. By allowing for improvisation, the actors created a more believable and gripping scene, leaving a lasting impression on audiences.
Now, you know I'm not drunk, but I'm a cooperative guy. Yeah. See that?
In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, there is a notable difference between the source material and the film adaptation concerning the character of Cady. In the original novel, Cady is depicted as a soldier who faces court-martial due to Bowden's testimony. However, this portrayal was altered for the film due to censorship concerns regarding the depiction of military personnel and the inclusion of an assault on a minor. The change in Cady's character is significant as it affects the narrative's development and the audience's perception of the story. By removing the military background, the film shifts the focus away from the potential controversy that could arise from depicting a soldier in a negative light. Instead, the film presents Cady as a civilian, which allows the audience to engage with her character in a different way. The alteration of Cady's character also affects the portrayal of the assault on a minor. By removing this element, the film avoids the potential backlash that could arise from depicting such a sensitive topic. This change allows the film to maintain a focus on the central conflict between Bowden and Max Cady, the primary antagonist. Overall, the changes made to Cady's character in the film adaptation of Cape Fear reflect the censorship concerns of the time. By removing the military background and the assault on a minor, the film is able to maintain a focus on the central conflict while avoiding potential controversy. In 1962, Gregory Peck, an accomplished actor, took on the role of both star and producer for the film Cape Fear. The original title of the movie was The Executioners, but Peck chose to change it to Cape Fear to align with the successful trend of movies named after places. Peck's decision to change the title was a strategic one, as he believed it would increase the film's appeal to audiences. The new title evoked a sense of danger and mystery, perfectly capturing the film's suspenseful and thrilling tone. Cape Fear tells the story of a lawyer named Sam Bowden, played by Peck, who is targeted by a criminal he helped put in jail. As the criminal, Max Cady, portrayed by Robert Mitchum, begins to terrorize Bowden, and his family, Bowden must find a way to protect them while also dealing with his own guilt and past mistakes. The film is a classic example of the psychological thriller genre with its tense and suspenseful atmosphere, as well as its exploration of the darker side of human nature. Peck's portrayal of Bowden is particularly noteworthy as he conveys the character's inner turmoil and fear while also projecting a sense of strength and determination. Overall, Cape Fear is a well-crafted and suspenseful film that showcases Gregory Peck's talent as both an actor and a producer. The change of the title from The Executioners to Cape Fear proved to be a successful decision as it helped to elevate the film's profile and attract a wider audience.
Went completely berserk. Put the girl in the hospital for over a month.
In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, Robert Mitchum, known for his tough guy roles, was not initially interested in playing the menacing Max Cady. Mitchum refused the part, but the persuasive efforts of his co-star, Gregory Peck, and director J. Lee Thompson ultimately changed his mind. Legend has it that Peck and Thompson visited Mitchum at his home, armed with a case of bourbon to convince him to take the role. After some deliberation, Mitchum agreed to join the cast, but his participation was marked by a tense working relationship with Peck. Mitchum's attitude on set reportedly created a challenging environment for Peck, who played the role of the lawyer Sam Bowden. Peck later commented on Mitchum's behavior, stating that he had a take-it-or-leave-it attitude that made for a difficult working experience. Despite the tension, Mitchum's portrayal of Max Cady was chilling and memorable, leaving a lasting impact on audiences. In summary, Robert Mitchum's reluctance to play the role of Max Cady in Cape Fear was overcome by Peck and Thompson's persistence, resulting in a memorable performance. However, Mitchum's attitude on set led to a strained relationship with Peck, making for a challenging production. The 1962 film Cape Fear is notable for its cinematic detail in portraying the view through binoculars. Unlike many other films that show this view as a sideways figure eight, Cape Fear accurately depicts it as a single round image. This attention to detail adds to the film's realism and authenticity, making the viewing experience more immersive for the audience. The use of binoculars in Cape Fear serves a specific narrative purpose, allowing the characters to observe each other from a distance and heightening the suspense and tension throughout the film. The accurate portrayal of the binoculars view adds to the overall quality of the film, making it a standout in its depiction of this common visual trope. In conclusion, Cape Fear is a film that excels in its cinematic details, particularly in its realistic portrayal of the view through binoculars. This attention to accuracy adds to the film's suspenseful atmosphere and enhances the viewing experience for audiences.
All ex-cons are required to register on arrival in a new town.
The 1962 film Cape Fear underwent significant editing by UK censors for its initial release. Over 6 minutes of content were removed, including dialogue and scenes considered threatening or violent. These cuts involved the removal of various lines and sequences, which altered the overall tone and intensity of the film. The censored UK version of Cape Fear faced criticism for its removal of important plot points and character development. The excised scenes and dialogue contributed to the building of tension and the portrayal of the villainous character Max Cady, played by Robert Mitchum. Without these elements, the film's impact was diminished, and audiences missed out on crucial aspects of the narrative. Fortunately, later UK releases of Cape Fear restored the removed content, allowing audiences to experience the film as it was originally intended. This decision was met with appreciation from fans and critics alike, as the restored version offered a more complete and satisfying viewing experience. In summary, the UK censorship of Cape Fear in 1962 resulted in a heavily edited version of the film, with over 6 minutes of content removed. These cuts impacted the film's narrative and character development, leading to a less intense and engaging viewing experience. However, later UK releases restored the missing content, providing audiences with a more complete and fulfilling experience of the film. In In the filming of the final fight scene of the 1962 movie Cape Fear, an unscripted event occurred that added an element of realism to the scene. Actor Gregory Peck, in the heat of the moment, accidentally punched Robert Mitchum with full force, causing Mitchum to collapse from the impact. Despite the pain, Mitchum continued to act in character, only breaking his performance when the scene was complete. This unexpected turn of events was not planned, but it added a layer of intensity to the scene that may not have been present otherwise. The two actors were able to maintain their composure and continue with the filming, resulting in a memorable and impactful final fight scene. Despite the accidental punch, both actors were able to safely complete the scene and continue with the production of the film. The unplanned event only served to highlight their professionalism and dedication to their craft. The final fight scene in Cape Fear remains a standout moment in the film, thanks in part to the unscripted and unplanned punch that added to its realism and intensity.
I'm not going to go into the I am a taxpayer routine. But is that the best you can do yet?
In the 1962 movie Cape Fear, the acting approaches of Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum offer a fascinating contrast. Peck was known for his meticulous preparation for roles, a testament to his dedication and discipline as an actor. He left no stone unturned in his quest to understand and portray his characters with authenticity and depth. On the other hand, Mitchum had a different approach. He relied on his photographic memory to learn lines just before filming, a method that highlighted his laid-back personality and natural talent. Mitchum's ability to learn lines quickly and deliver them with conviction was a testament to his innate acting skills and improvisational abilities. Despite their contrasting approaches, both Peck and Mitchum delivered compelling performances in Cape Fear. Peck's portrayal of attorney Sam Bowden was marked by a quiet intensity and moral conviction, while Mitchum's portrayal of the menacing Max Cady was a study in controlled malevolence and chilling intensity. Their differing personalities and acting styles created a palpable tension on set, adding an extra layer of authenticity to the film's portrayal of the cat and mouse game between Bowden and Cady. Ultimately, the contrast between Peck's meticulous preparation and Mitchum's reliance on his natural talent served to heighten the film's suspense and dramatic impact, making Cape Fear a classic of the thriller genre.
Nice shot. Don't mind me, counselor.
Robert Mitchum, the renowned actor, had an aversion to Savannah, Georgia, due to a distressing experience in his youth. As a result, the filming of Cape Fear was affected, with outdoor scenes relocated to Stockton, California. This change led to adjustments in the filming schedule and location choices. Mitchum's negative past experiences in Savannah made it impossible for him to film there, causing the production team to search for a new location. Stockton, California, was chosen due to its similarities in appearance to the southern city, allowing Mitchum to continue his work without discomfort. This unexpected change required the team to alter their plans, including the scheduling of shoots and transportation of equipment. Despite the challenges, the crew managed to adapt and make the most out of their new location, capturing the desired scenes for the film successfully. Mitchum's personal history significantly impacted the production of Cape Fear, but the team was able to overcome the obstacles and deliver a final product that met their standards.
Fuck it. All I could think about was busting out and killing somebody.
In 1962, the movie Cape Fear was released to a flurry of positive reviews and cautious feedback from critics. The film was praised for its ability to provoke tension and suspense, with many critics lauding the chilling performance of its lead actor, Robert Mitchum. Mitchum's portrayal of the cunning and ruthless Max Cady was a career highlight, leaving a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. Critics were quick to note the film's provocative nature, with its themes of obsession and revenge striking a nerve with audiences. The film's tense and suspenseful atmosphere was also praised, with many critics pointing to the skillful direction of J. Lee Thompson. Overall, Cape Fear was seen as a notable addition to the canon of psychological thrillers, with its complex characters and gripping narrative drawing comparisons to the work of Alfred Hitchcock. While some critics expressed reservations about the film's dark and violent subject matter, there was no denying the power and impact of Mitchum's performance, which helped to elevate Cape Fear above its contemporaries. In short, Cape Fear was a provocative and chilling thriller that left a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. With its complex characters, gripping narrative, and standout performance from Robert Mitchum, The film remains a classic of the genre to this day.